Guys, you won't believe how everything changed so fast. It started quietly, just a sweet photo like every other day. The lighting was soft, her smile was calm, and everything looked peaceful. But then something small caught attention and suddenly, the whole vibe shifted. I had to pause and stare again. At first, it felt like nothing, but the longer I looked, the more my heart started beating faster. There was something there, something shining, and not just in the usual way. The energy around that picture changed completely. What did fans notice? A ring. Yes, right there on her left finger. That one finger that people always watch closely. The same finger people use to show commitment. Now everyone is asking questions. Is it part of a movie shoot? Is it for a fashion post? Or is it something deeper, something personal, maybe even romantic? The gist is everywhere now. People are no longer focused on her outfit or her pose. All eyes are now on that finger. And guess what? That single ring has now started what might be the biggest gist of the week. You know, that kind of silence that feels heavy. The kind that suddenly fills the internet without warning. That was the mood when Maurice liked that post. Everything froze for a second, and people had to check again to be sure they saw what they saw. No words. No captions. Just a simple, quiet move that made fans hold their breath. Something about it didn't feel ordinary. It wasn't loud, but it was powerful. That one like changed everything. It wasn't just any post, it was a post. And at a time when people are already looking closely at every detail. Maurice didn't say anything, but he didn't need to. That one action became the topic everywhere. Some people smiled, others gasped, and a few were left speechless. What does it mean? Was he trying to say something without using words? The internet hasn't rested since. That single tap from Maurice has stirred up more questions than answers. And right now, everyone is still watching to see what happens next. At first, it looked like a coincidence. Something fans could easily brush off. But the more it happens, the more it starts to feel strange. Every time that shiny ring appears, Maurice is always somewhere in the gist, not too far behind. You start scrolling and boom. Either he's reacting to a post or he's being tagged beside it. It's like a shadow that keeps following the same light. You feel something, but you're not sure what it is. Now fans are becoming suspicious. How come every time that ring shows up, Maurice shows up too? Is it just timing? Or is there a deeper reason behind it? People are connecting dots, and this time they are not treating it as a joke. Some think it's all part of promotion. Others believe it might not be for the camera anymore. The truth is, something about this pattern feels intentional. Fans are watching both of them like a movie, and until someone speaks, the questions will keep rising. Everyone wants to know what exactly is going on. Even with all this gist flying around, one thing has not changed: Sonia's fans are standing tall. It's like the ring doesn't shake them one bit. Instead of confusion, they are using the moment to celebrate her even more. They are saying no matter what anyone thinks or says, Sonia is in a class of her own. Her presence alone lights up the screen. Whether there's a ring or not, it doesn't take anything away from her. They are calling her beauty rare. They say her fashion sense is always on point, and her calm confidence makes everything she wears look magical. Even people who weren't sure before are beginning to agree, Sonia shines differently. And when others try to drag her down with questions, her fans lift her even higher with praises. While everyone else is chasing the meaning of the ring, her supporters are showing her love. They are reminding everyone that Sonia's greatness doesn't depend on anyone or anything. Whether single or taken, she will always be that woman who stands out. Isn't it funny how one small detail can suddenly take over everything? One moment, it's just a lovely photo. The next moment, everyone is zooming in and searching for clues. That's exactly what happened with Sonia's picture. It started simple. Just a calm image with a nice background. But that ring turned everything around. It's like the whole internet shifted focus in 1 second. From her outfit to her hand, and then boom, straight to that finger. The gist didn't stop there. It started spreading fast. People who didn't even notice before came back to look again. Discussions started online. Tweets, comments, whispers, all surrounding just one tiny piece of jewelry. The way fans are following this gist now, you'd think it was a full-blown show. But no, it all came from one single photo. That's how powerful it is. That ring, whether big or small, now carries weight. People are calling it a symbol, and until the truth behind it is revealed, no one is backing down. The internet is fully awake now, all because of that post. The reaction wasn't all praise and smiles. In fact, the moment Maurice liked that post, it stirred mixed emotions. For some people, it felt sweet. They saw it as a quiet sign of support, maybe even affection. But others were not having it. They were ready to pick apart everything, and this time, they had something to hold on to. Whether Maurice said anything or not didn't matter, he already gave them something to talk about. Some people complained, saying the timing was too sharp. Others wondered why he would react at all. It's like no matter what he does, people are already positioned to criticize. The truth is, Maurice didn't do much, he just tapped like. But with the way people are reading meaning into everything, even the quietest gesture feels loud. That's how the online world works now. Everyone has an opinion, and they're not afraid to share it. This one, like, as simple as it was, ended up becoming a big deal overnight. Now, it's no longer about what he did, but what people think it means. Sonia really looked beautiful in that pink outfit. It was one of those calm yet classy looks that stay in your mind. She didn't even do too much. Just stood there looking peaceful, with soft lighting and a graceful pose. But even in that quiet moment, something unexpected happened. A small detail jumped out, and once fans noticed it, there was no going back. The ring. That shiny, noticeable piece on her left finger. It stood out like it had something to say. Suddenly, her glow wasn't just from her outfit anymore. The attention moved to her hand, and everyone was asking the same thing: what's the story behind that ring? It's the kind of moment you don't plan, but once it happens, it changes everything. Fans were no longer just admiring her dress. They were trying to decode a possible message. Was it fashion? Was it a hint? Or was it something private? That one accessory turned the entire post into a full gist. And since then, nothing else has mattered in that photo except that ring. You know that kind of joy people feel when their favorite pair shows up together in any way. That's what happens every time Sonia and Maurice have even the slightest connection. It doesn't matter if it's a comment, a like, or just being in the same gist. Their fans light up like fireworks. It's like they've been waiting for any small link, and once they see it, the celebration begins. Some people say it's because their bond feels natural. Others say it's the way they carry themselves that makes everything look beautiful. Whatever it is, it keeps fans hooked. You can't even scroll past without seeing reactions filled with hearts, love symbols, and sweet messages. That kind of energy is rare. It doesn't come from just acting together, it feels deeper. And fans are not ready to let go of that feeling. Every time there's a moment, no matter how small, they hold on to it like treasure. As long as those two keep showing up around each other, their fans will always be ready. Maurice doesn't need to do much to trend. That's the truth. His fans are always on standby, watching closely and ready to act. Once he moves, even just a little, they catch it immediately. It could be a like, a post, or even silence, they'll still find a way to talk about it. And that's exactly what happened this time. He didn't post anything. He didn't even comment. Just liked one photo, and his fans picked it up like it was a headline. They started sharing it, reacting to it, and turning it into a full conversation. The loyalty is strong, and the way they hype him is something else. You'd think it was a festival. They don't wait for big actions. For them, even a small move is enough to build a gist. That's the kind of support Maurice has. And when people start talking, his fans take it further and louder. They're not quiet, and they don't miss a beat. One little moment becomes a whole trend in their hands. Everything started so quietly, nobody even expected anything serious. Just a peaceful photo, soft colors, and a calm smile. But that's the thing about the internet, it doesn't need much to wake up. One little spark and everything goes loud. And that spark was the ring. Not the background, not the pose. Just that small circle sitting boldly on her finger. And since then, things have not been the same. That ring became the only thing people noticed. Some are saying it's for style. Others believe it's a sign. But no one truly knows, and that's what keeps the gist going. People are refreshing their pages, looking for updates. They are zooming in, rewatching clips, and comparing posts. That one ring has turned into a full symbol. It's no longer just jewelry, it's a mystery. Until the truth finally drops, nobody is relaxing. Sonia's every move is now under watch, and that little detail has become the most talked about thing online. This gist that started so simple is now bigger than anyone expected. Alright guys. That's all for now. Have a nice day, and bye.